Hello, I am live. Hello, my lovelies. I'm just going to let you come in before I start. But hello, everyone. I just wanted to pop on here because, firstly, my heart is bursting with so much gratitude and joy to see so many new faces here, saying yes to divine embodiment, saying yes to sacred transformation, and just generally saying yes because you know what I stand for, or perhaps you don't. And that is why I really wanted to come on here to talk about it anyway. First and foremost, my name is Li Ying. Just in case you've never seen a live video of me before, we've never interacted, I am your Sacred Way mentor and energy alchemist. I am here because I stand for a new era of women who stop apologizing for showing up fully as the beautiful divine being and true authentic self. So this is what I'm doing here. This is what I really wish for you as well. And I already know that your divine transformation is already happening. So I received a couple of similar questions from some of you, and I just wanted to pop on here to talk a little bit about that, and also celebrate September. Isn't it crazy? It is the 1st September. So I hope that all of you are keeping well. The new moon is coming up, so lots and lots of rest. All right, my loves? All right, so just to dive in, who am I? What is my story? I personally came from 10 years of anorexia. Throughout the course of the 10 years, I received my treatments and therapy, and although, I even saw a nutritionist for a while, but it never really worked for me. Nothing really stuck. I would always have relapses, from anorexia. I would have various other chronic eating disorders, symptoms, and just very hidden, disordered eating ways that are, as frightful as it sounds, is actually generally accepted in the diet culture. So we're here to break that, right? Because that is exactly what I'm here for, because I really, really am so passionate about the fact that yes, you can absolutely find a beautiful, beautiful sense of self where you no longer hate your body, where you no longer feel shameful about how you look, and actually truly, truly embody who you really are unapologetically. And yes, a lot of you would ask me, does that mean that I would never have a day when I don't like the way I look? Look, I am going to be very upfront with you. Yeah, these are days when you would probably feel like less than yourself. But why is it happening? The truth of the matter is that, our body is constantly sending us signals and telling us what it is that we need to pay attention to. And so nowadays when I get that, I just merely see it as a way of the body telling me, okay, pay attention now. Something here needs your attention, so please pay attention. And perhaps it means that I need a day to rest. Perhaps it's a day when I need to move my body. Perhaps it's a day where I just generally need to meditate or be with myself or be with my loved ones, or just generally just need a hug. We can come out and unapologetically own that. So that is my wish for you, and that is where I wish for you to get through, because I know where you are, my love. I know that you have a really harsh critic. I know that you want to solemnly become the best version of yourself, because then you will be loved, then you will be adored, then you will be admired, then you'll be accepted, right? So I just want you to know that if you are here, it is the time. It is time to ditch the scale, forget about dieting, forget about shrinking yourself. It is time to show up fully and really, really own the fact that I am here. I fall in love with my body and I love my body. It is really that simple. And when you commit to that, everything will fall into place with grace and ease for you. So, of course, some of you have asked me, the first question is, what is the sacred way, right? I keep saying that I'm the sacred way mentor. So my journey through my own full recovery and in fact, full embodiment of my own divine, beautiful nature, my true nature, is the sacred way. It is called the Tao as well in some languages. In Chinese, I know it as the Tao. I grew up in a very confusion environment, Confucius education, and I also grew up with a lot of heavily educated in the Western society. So when I was growing up, I really literally rejected most parts of myself. I never felt I was good enough. I always felt like I can't feel safe showing up as myself. I need to perform. I need to almost, most of my life when I was growing up was dedicated to shrinking myself because I thought that when I'm at my perfect size, I will be accepted. I will be loved. I will be approved, right? So that was what I was going through most of my life. During uni, the reason I began to lose weight was because I thought that I would look good in a dress. And then from there, it spiraled into a deep rooted belief that when I lose more weight, I will be loved by more people and I will be loved by my mother more. I will be approved by her. I will get a boyfriend who loves me. I will be approved by my colleagues, friends. It never ends, right? The list never ends. And the truth of the matter is, I couldn't accept myself at all. Like I had to be bettering myself all the time. There was no sense of rest. The rest was for the losers. The fact that I could critically analyze myself and keep improving was seen as a gift for myself at the time. I chased after the harshest critic in my life. That was myself, the inner voice. And then eventually I crumbled. I injured my foot. I was not able to run or hike anymore. I wasn't able to walk. I was one of those who literally over-exercised. Like I would spend most of my day in the gym, running on a treadmill or cycling, or I would be running around the park for hours. And I would only have like one meal a day or sometimes none at all. And still feel like I wasn't good enough. And I was obsessed with, looking for food that was deemed healthy. And I was on all sorts of diets you could ever think of. It's just incredible thinking about how my body sustained me for that long. And so when I got my foot injury, I no longer could run and I was terrified. I was terrified that meant that I was going to put on weight. When I start eating again, when I can't exercise, what would that mean for me, right? I was terrified. I lost my routine. And that was when things started to unfold and spiral for me. I saw a nutritionist and I started to eat. And when I began to eat, the floodgates opened for me. I was insatiable, really. And going through that was a terrifying moment for me because I wasn't given any support. It was a nutritionist who was not trauma informed, who was not eating disorder informed as well. So I remember getting the advice that, just eat, right? And I didn't even understand what I was doing really throughout the entire time. So very promptly, my mom fired the nutritionist at the time. But one blessing that came through the nutritionist was that I found my hypnotherapist at the time. And going through therapy, I was able to go through, despite relapses, I was able to begin to understand that, hey, there is something deep inside of me that was never reconciled. It was an inner child wound that wasn't reconciled. And through that therapy, I was able to reconcile that. And now I can gladly tell you that, yes, the critical voice and the inner child who wanted to please her mother so much is reconciled. And I have a beautiful relationship with my parents and beautiful relationship with my mom. I can be upfront with her when she says like diet culture things without really consciously understanding it was embedded in her without realizing it. And I can be here and show up fully to serve women who are really looking to leave body hate behind for good. This is something that I really believe and want to tell you that it is absolutely possible. If anyone has told you that, hating your body is just part and parcel of being human, let me just correct you. That is absolutely not true. You don't have to hate yourself. You don't have to hate your body to be a human being. So that is a true gift that I would love to give to you as well. And so welcome to the Sacred Way. You know, this is a place where we are going to ditch the diet, we're going to ditch the scale, and we're just going to remember, we're going to come back. And this is where I will segue into the next question. What is the body map called? I actually call it the Sacred Heart-to-Heart Body Map. And it is a discovery call that I offer to all of you for free. It is really a place where I hold the highest intention to see your visionary self. You know, who do you want to be and what it is that is hindering you from getting there? Because there is absolutely something that's stopping you. Otherwise, you would have done it, right? And the reason is that it's simply because your mind can't see what has never been given to it before. And so it's kind of holding itself back because, to the mind, it is something that's very dangerous, it's risky, it's out of the box. So I just want you to feel into that. I want you to know that the mind is just merely here to protect you, and you can absolutely soothe the mind and give it a big hug and say that, no, thank you, I understand that you're keeping me safe, but my soul knows better. My soul knows that it is time for me to leave body shame and body hate behind for good. And I want to do this. It's going to be a wild ride, but it's so beautiful and graceful. And I can come back next time to tell you more about my clients and what's been happening in the container where I serve my clients. But some of you know that I have run a 6-month program before called A Space to Be Free. You might have seen it in the group as well, in some of the older posts. I'm very excited to tell you that I've already had clients who have graduated, and I'm going to open up a beautiful container that is going to be infused with the Sacred Way and all the beautiful tools and practices in a new sacred container. It's going to be a new name. It's going to be in a new way of meeting. It's a group program. It's so beautiful that my heart beats just thinking about it. And because it's so sacred, I want to keep it very limited. So there are limited spots for this. I will talk more about that. But for now, my love, my invitation to you is to just be here, watch the videos, get used to the way things are, which is really simple. You know, ditch the diet, ditch the scales, ditch the information, and really come back to your body. You are your home. All right, my loves. And if you are here, you are already given an invite to join my masterclass, or what I call the master ceremony, next Friday, which will be held here in this sacred container, in this group. And you can join and learn the sacred way to really understanding that, you know, you can continue struggling and figuring it out with different therapies and pills and even, I don't know, some sort of diet plan perhaps. And it's never gonna work. Why doesn't it work? That's what I'm going to talk about more as well. And I'm going to share some tools and practices for you as well. There will be more master ceremonies coming up. So stay tuned. Lots and lots will be happening. And if you are ready to take the leap, I am so excited to just have you book in a call with me. The link will be in the video description here. Book in a call. We will have a sacred body map call together. Get your mapping, get mapping your analysis out. What's hindering you? What is the highest vision? How fast can we get you there? And believe this, because it is true. You will not hate your body anymore. You will live as the full, authentic self that you truly are. And you will get to be such a gift to the entire society, to the entire world, and to the sisters who are waiting for us to shine the light out there. That is the sacred mission. You know, that is the bigger thing that's waiting for you. So get healing, my loves, and I am so excited to have you here. And if anyone wants to get on a call, you know what to do. Book in right now. Limited spots, my loves. Mwah! I speak to you soon and can't wait to really, really share this space with you more. Bye.